Hi, welcome to the sixth and final session on LinkedIn. Here we're going to take a detailed look at some of the important LinkedIn settings that you should know about. So to access your settings, you need to be logged into LinkedIn from your desktop. On this homepage, hover over the photo of yourself from the top right hand corner of the screen and choose the option that says Privacy and Settings. You might be asked to confirm your login details again here, but when you do so, you come to this screen with a whole host of options and controls. So up here in the top section, you can change your login password or add and change an email address attached to your account. You can actually have multiple email addresses attached, but one of them will need to be set as the primary address where the notification emails are going to be sent. There's also an option here to upgrade your account to one of the paid or premium options. So lots of the features across these accounts are the same, but there are specific accounts for job seeking, for premium business, for sales and recruitment. So this job seeker account might be worth checking out, as it gives you the ability to send emails to people outside your network, to be a featured applicant, and gives you some more insights on who's viewing you and who else is applying for jobs. You can usually get a free trial month here too, so try it out. Maybe have a little look and see what you think. In the bottom half of this page are a bunch of privacy settings, and I'd encourage you to carve out some time to look through all of these at some point. Familiarise yourself with what you're signing up to. I am, however, going to highlight 7 that I think are particularly important. So let's start with this one. Turn on or off your activity broadcasts. This is where you decide whether you want your activity, that is changes to your profile and following companies, to be publicised out to your network via their activity feed. So as they suggest, you may want this turned off if you want this activity to remain private. Number 2, select what others can see when you've viewed their profile. Do you want people to know when you've looked at their profile, or would you rather remain anonymous? I personally see the advantages in letting others know I've viewed them, but obviously it's up to you and your networking style. Be aware that if you choose to view in complete private mode, you'll no longer see the details of anyone that's looking at you. There's also an option here to select who can see your connections. Do you want your network to know who else you're connected to? Remember, your connections may actually give you some credibility during a job search, though there might be something you'd rather keep private. You decide. We talked about filling out your profile in our second session, but on clicking this link here, Edit Your Public Profile, you can select the parts that the general public can see. In other words, the bits that people who aren't your connections can see. You might be happy sharing it all, or you may prefer to keep things private. The other great thing on this page is the ability to set your public profile URL. This is a way to claim an easy-to-read link to your profile, perhaps using your name rather than a random string of characters. Click the little edit symbol here and see what's available. Save, and you're done. You can then use this link on email signatures, on a blog, a website, or maybe on your other social profiles. Under the Communications tab, you can set how and when you receive emails and notifications from LinkedIn. The one that I'd recommend starting with is this: set the frequency of emails. So this gives you full control over all of the possible emails that you might receive from LinkedIn. As you get more active, these emails can really pile up, so you might choose to limit them here, particularly if you're logging in frequently enough to stay on top of all your activity anyway. Under this third tab, there are a host of settings around your groups and companies. And the one which I'd recommend starting with is asking to share your data with third-party applications. So I'd suggest you read this to ensure you fully understand it. Are you happy to share your profile information out beyond LinkedIn? What about sharing your information with the developers that are building applications on the devices that you're sharing your data with? Look, we've all got different positions on how we feel about data sharing, so do what you feel is right for you. The last setting I'm going to point out is under the Accounts tab. Manage advertising preferences. This is where you're going to give the ability for LinkedIn to show ads on other websites that are based on your LinkedIn profile and LinkedIn activity. If you tick the box, you will see ads targeted to you on other websites based on your LinkedIn information. If you're not comfortable with that, leave it unchecked. Again, ultimately, it's your call. So I haven't covered them all, but it really is worthwhile looking through all of these pages to check out all the controls and that they're set right for you. I hope it's been useful though to learn about some of the more important ones. Well, that's the final session in this series on using LinkedIn to build your career. Thanks for watching and for supporting the Business School alumni team. Don't forget to follow the University of Auckland LinkedIn page and join the Business School alumni and friends group on LinkedIn to stay up to date with all the latest news and goings on. All the best with your further study, with your job hunt, and for the rest of your career.